Hey friends, so this is the wildest and possibly most important video that I have ever made. I'm about to play you a video clip from a Hopi elder shot decades ago talking about their prophecy and the Age of Purification that they say we are entering into right now. Okay, why this is so mind-blowing is I'm just going to give you some spoiler alerts to give you some context of what you're about to watch because this is just a short clip of a much longer presentation. So he talks about how, first of all, a bunch of things have come true in the prophecy. They foretold all these things: the white man coming, bringing wagons pulled by beast. Then eventually the wagons pull themselves. That would be a car. Eventually there are stone rivers, roads. There's steel snakes. That would be trains. There's actually roads in the sky. They couldn't explain this stuff, but now we would call that an airplane. All these things have come true from this prophecy. Then they go into this age that we're in now, where the technology gets out of hand and things start going wrong. They talk about how there's this civilization that's gonna have this symbol, and you'll know this symbol. It's the swastika. It's an ancient symbol, means creation. It's not a bad symbol, but these people used it, and these people ended up doing bad things. They're gonna have a chance in the future to redeem themselves. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it has to do with UFOs and the Germans. You might say, what? Well, I don't want to say too much and get this video taken down or anything because I think it's a very important video, but there is some people that think, some evidence that suggest that some of the German scientists and engineers and people went to New Schwabenland and Antarctica, and they had advanced technology, and maybe they have been developing it for decades, and maybe that technology is very advanced, and possibly that technology is what we call flying saucers. Who knows? That's just a theory. Okay, this will come back into play later in the video because the next generation that is going to rise to power and play an important part in this prophecy, you can't make this stuff up. This is so wild. I did not expect when I got pulled into this line of research, looking into the Hopi and their prophecy, mainly because I was researching the sun and their blue star Kachina and what it has to do with all this. But when I played this, just yesterday, we had the election. Donald Trump won the election for next U.S. president. In this prophecy, and this video was shot decades ago, he says that there's going to be a country on this continent, North America, and the leader of this nation, this is a nation with millions of people and lots of supreme technology, and that the leader is going to have a red hat. I mean, that is so specific. And I've always thought that the red hat that Trump wears is odd as a marketing thing. It's brilliant, but where does this come from? And then this prophecy specifically says a red cap or red hat or red gown for the leader of this nation on this North American continent that is going to play this pivotal role here. I mean, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. This is so wild. So, but it's not all rainbows and daffodils because here's what happens next. The sky turns black with these ships, and these people come down from these ships. Now, this goes right in line with what Cliff High says about the 37 days to melee. This goes right in line with so much stuff I've been researching about all these people that have had visions and dreams and, hypnotic regressions, and seen the sky filled with UFOs and some sort of like a UFO invasion kind of a thing. So many people are seeing this, and the Hopi talk about this, and they talk about when these people come down. And this is where the Germans come in, that the two generations, the one that made the mistakes and gets to kind of redeem themselves now, and then the one led by the man with the red hat, join forces. And when they join forces, they are unstoppable. Okay. I don't want to say too much about the UFO part because I don't want anything to happen in this video. I actually want this video to be seen because what the Hopi tribe says is that they're supposed to get this message out to as many people as possible because ultimately, here's what happens next. The Age of Purification is because we're supposed to purify this land, because when these people come down from these ships, they split us up into groups. One of the groups that's ultimately responsible for taking the land and doing the most damage to the land and to the people, they're dealt with. It's not good. You don't want to be them. The rest of us that have been here and have benefited from all this, but have not probably done as much as we could to be respectful to the people that were here before us, to the land, to Gaia, Earth, we are given an ultimatum. This is your chance. Fix it. Fix what you've done. That's the ultimatum. And if you don't fix it, then there's another wave of purification coming, and it's not pretty. So this is the prophecy from the Hopi. And it's one of, I think, justice, because I think we can all agree we could be better stewards to this land, and now is our chance. And just yesterday, with this election, we have people like RFK that are now going to be in charge of certain parts of the government, and his primary objective is to make us healthy again. It's starting with cleaning up the land. He wants to bring regenerative organic farming back, clean up the soil and the water and this kind of stuff. So all this feels like prophecy being fulfilled, and it feels like we're going the right direction, but we have to act. We can't just think things or say nice things. If this happens, like the prophecy says, and like all these visions from all these people, the clock is ticking. We have to right our wrongs, clean up this land, and try to restore balance to it. And I think that this video needs to get out to as many people as possible, because I think we need to get a head start on this. So I'm going to play it, and I would love to hear your comments and feedback. Remember, this was shot decades ago, and when he gets to the part where he says the guy will have a red cap or hat, I mean, I stopped. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I've been pulled into this world, and I knew something was going to come of it, and I really think this video needs to be seen by some people, maybe even the guy with the red hat, because I think that it's time to get to work on this mission. I think the Hopi would agree. So watch this. Let me know what you think. Have a beautiful day. Peace.
Told me about these things. I was wondering about who are those people that's going to purify this land? How are they going to do it? So they explained to me, we have a gourd rattle that we still use in our ceremony. And that gourd rattle represents the world. On one side, this figure is on the drawing. And another one is on this side. There'll be a gourd rattle. We still use them. But one old man told me, take a look. Whoever has this symbol in this world going to shake us up 2 times. And it just came to me quickly. And I wondered, what nation have shown something similar to this one? Because they will be very intelligent people. They're going to produce many inventions of all types. They're going to be so powerful that they're going to use that to shake us up real hard. And they're going to almost destroy themselves. But later, out of it, a new generation is going to rise. This time they will know what to do in the right manner, for the right purpose. Then around it, there's a sun symbol. Those people are very intelligent people that have that symbol. They have produced many things, invent many things, and they become powerful. And they also shake us up 2 times, second time, with the help of another. These 2 have shook us up 2 times real hard, warning us. And they almost destroy themselves. But out of it, a new generation is coming, stronger, much better equipment, everything, powerful things going to be developed by these 2 people. Then the third one that will finally bring about purification of this land in this continent would be a man with red cap, red hat, or red cloak. Now, we do not know who that nation is or what people, but they say those people will have a large population, and they will also have much scientific inventions of all types. Very powerful nation going to be. So once he starts moving, these others 2 will join him with all their power and might. The 3 of them going to come here quickly together, and nothing can stop them. This time they're going to come right here. They say even they're going to come here so fast they come here for breakfast. Now this is nice clear day today, calm, everything nice. Tomorrow morning maybe we get up at breakfast time, then the whole sky will be darkened. Old man said, I don't know what will cause the darkening of the sky. Then he said people will be raining from the sky. And in one day they're going to get control of this whole continent. And they're going to cut us up into 4 sections. And they're going to look for a leader that still remains, a native leader still remaining to the spiritual path. And to him, they will gather people here to him. And they will say, now these people, I gave them the religion and the duty to produce things, to invent things, and to become powerful people. When they came here, what have they been doing to you? Now, suppose he was the last chief still remaining in this area. They will ask him, and they will say, well, those people have destroyed my people. They have taken care of and taken uh, everything from my people, land, rivers, and hunting rights, and everything that I used. They just took it away from me against my opposition. Then those that have done that, what we call purification, would be the real wicked people. People have taken advantage of them in that manner. These figures had no heads on them. That will be their supreme punishment. Because right in daylight, right in public, they're going to weed out those bad people and they're going to chop their heads off, they said. And that is what they said will happen. That's first punishment. Then they say, what about these people here? And he will look at them and said, well, at least they make an attempt to help us. They did try to do something to help us, protect us. And they will pull out all those people. They will know you can't get away. They said they'll have some means of catching you. And they will bring those people. There'll be a lot of those people. Then they will say, look, you have disturbed this land, life, these people. You have polluted their rivers and land and everything. Now you go and clean it up. And whoever survives out of that will be able to stay with the leader here. Then they say, what about these people? These people have really suffered, been persecuted and laughed at. They've been punished and they've been beat up also because they really stood by me. And they will pull out those people and they will be brought to him and they will be respected. That is what they say will happen at this period by the people that has this symbol and man with red cap and red coat. They will come from east direction, from sun, where the sun rises. And they will come here quickly. And they will have something to paralyze all man-made machinery. Everything come to a standstill. All power will go out. All man-made machinery will come to a standstill. And we will be helpless. And they just come and take it over. And this is what they will happen to by those people that are coming from the east direction. Now, if those people are commissioned by the Great Spirit to do that for the Great Spirit, if we can't clean it ourselves here, and if they fail, then the Great Spirit said there are another people coming from west direction. They'll be coming here for a long time. They're just taking this time. Slowly they're coming and building up more power, more people, more invention, and all that, and they just kept coming. If these people doesn't come here to purify this for the Great Spirit, then this one will come. And they said, when that happens, don't get them on the housetop and watch, because those people are coming from the west direction. There'll be millions of people coming up on the west coast, like ants crawling up on the land. And they will have no mercy for anyone. They'll be very cruel and severe. They're not going to ask questions. They're just going to whip everything as they come. They're going looking for someone that will hold on to this spiritual path here. They're going to do that. This is what they said is going to happen. With these two purifiers on both sides are coming to this continent here where we started from, and we came back. We just about to destroy ourselves, mess it up. We can't straighten ourselves up. Then these purifiers will have to do it. This is what they said will happen here. So whoever comes out, then we will meet the Great Spirit. But if not, if no one listens, then these elders, religious men, will go down into the kiva, go through a ceremony. Then they go over a prayer to four corners of this earth, to the above and to the below, and said, all right, none of these, my children, my people have listened to me or helped me. Now you take over. That's when the cloud will rise like this. lightning will strike 2 or 3 times all over this land. Like the old people said, if you have light power line in your house now, that power is going to run in and just blow up everything in there. And everything is going to happen when that lightning strikes. And so that's why some of these traditional people don't want power line into their village yet. They don't want to put it in their homes. And then they also don't want running water inside of the house because that's going to be so polluted one of these days. And that's going to be affected in some way when white man or whoever has the power, like the goat full of ashes, which you now interpret to be hydrogen bomb or atom bomb or whatever bomb they have now invented, so powerful that once that hit someplace, it's going to pollute everything. So these are the things that are explained clearly, and I can't really go into all that detail, but it brings up to date what we're facing today. I've seen many things happening along this line now that it's being fulfilled. So they told us, go as far as you can to explain some of these to as many people, because there is still a faith by our elders that someday our white brother somewhere or somebody's going to realize it or hear it and understand it, and they're going to search and they're going to find out this is true. They're going to start going around to try and correct this before the purifiers come.